Man, Kanye West is at it again on Instagram. We're going to talk about it. There's a lot of back and forth going on with Diddy from what Kanye's posting, sharing his DMs of Diddy coming at him. Uh, some are saying that they're taking it as a threat, some are not. I'm kind of just going to stay biased and let you guys tell me what you think. Let's play an intro. Skip a minute if you don't want to watch it. I want to give people a chance to come in because we are live.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Dales.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Dales. Stay in tune with him, alright?
DJ Dales, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, the kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, Low Soul Case, you ain't no so rockin' with DJ Dales.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Dales. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Dales, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
All right, so let's go through these DMs from Kanye West and Diddy. So we'll start over. Actually, we'll start here. This is where it starts, right here. Okay. So it says here, God is love, my brother. Misspoke to me, but I still love him. So this is from Diddy. This is at 7:58. Actually, oh, wait a minute. I got to make sure this is the right times. Maybe he posted it new to old. Let's see the times here. Yeah, I think it starts here. So it says here, actually, no, excuse me. I think it starts here. We'll start here. It says, find God, he writes. I'm going to make this so people don't feel like talking to me no more. That's what he says. And then he says here, this is with Puff, allegedly. I like how he calls him Puff. That's what we know him as, Puff, right? He says, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man. And I'm talking to you because this is hurting our people. Stop. Then he writes, anything you text, I will post. I love you, and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. And then he writes, God is love. So Puff writes to him, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man, and I'm talking to you because this is hurting our people. Stop. Kanye writes, anything you text, I will post. I love you, and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. So that is one tweet, one DM, excuse me. And he's telling Puff straight up, I'm gonna be posting this shit, man. Then on this one, he writes, Jesus is Jew. He writes, people send me an address. Let's stop talking these internet games. I don't feel threatened. He says, and don't be threatened. You'll feel fine. Just love. So I'm not wearing my glasses, by the way, or contacts, so I apologize. Kanye says, this ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now go and get you some business. Okay, shit. All right. Let's see what's next. Oh, we read this one. Excuse me. It's the next one. Do you guys feel Kanye feels threatened by Diddy, like Diddy's throwing subliminals at him? As I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. Then Kanye writes back. He says, F you fed. So he says, Puff is saying, allegedly, as soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. And then he's saying F you. And then Kanye writes, Jesus is king. Oh, wait, did Diddy write over there? Hold up. Diddy wrote, see you soon. See you soon, he says. See right there? See you soon. This dude, Duke says, y'all tripping. Shit. I don't know, man. A lot of people don't want to deal with Diddy, you know? A lot of people scared of Diddy. And then Kanye writes here, love is God. He writes, this is why I'm the leader. I just made both these guys my security. Because anything happens to me, y'all the top suspects. I'm going to be selling White Lives Matters tees later today. Wow. Huh. So he's selling these t-shirts today. This was posted 2 hours ago. He's selling these White Lives Matters t-shirts. Yes, hit the like button. Please hit that like button. And feel free to leave your thoughts on this whole thing with the White Lives Matter. He did a interview on Fox News last night. Controversial interview. Definitely check it out. People are pissed off about what Kanye said. Well, not necessarily what he said, but yeah, well, kind of in the interview, but also the shirt that he wore offended people. Some people get it. Some people get it. Some people don't get what Kanye is trying to say. He also writes, I didn't like our convo. I'm selling these teas. Nobody in between me and my money. This is my grandfather texting you now. Never call me with no bullshit like that again unless you're ready to green light me. Because anybody who got on that tea is me. He says, out of respect for everything you've meant to me, I'll be quiet as Virgil. Shit. Says, but now I know how I've hurt people. I love the threats. Come do something illegal to me now, please. Holy shit. Some controversial shit right here, man. Some controversial shit right here. And then there's this tweet here. It says, I'm not finna get ran over by Hollywood again. Gigi, you are a privileged Karen. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You're a zombie. You speak up here, but didn't speak up when my child was kidnapped on her birthday. And then this is Gigi Hadid. Finally, thank you. Even people who knew him for a percentage of time knew Kanye did not threaten V like a friend. V loved GKJ. He's watching. He's talking about Virgil. He's just putting out these DMs too, which is crazy. This is from his dad. That's funny. He wrote Dad 2022 because I do that shit too. When I have people's numbers that are constantly changing, and what I do is I'll date them because people's numbers are changing, and I don't know which one was the one to delete and what's not. So I always write the year on my phone. Shout out to Terminology. I just recently got his number. I have like so many different numbers, and they're all dated. It's funny shit. So his dad writes White Lives Matter, and he's laughing. He says, I thought it was so funny. What did you like about it? And then his dad wrote back that a black man was declaring the obvious. And then Kanye writes, for the first time in 45 years, I made a super educated former Black Panther father proud. And by the way, Dad, there's an NPC trying to pick on me. What should I do? So yeah, man, I just wanted to open up the platform because it clearly shows that Diddy and him are going at it, and I feel like Kanye is taking it as a threat by his response. He says, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man, and I'm talking to you because this is hurting our people. Kanye writes, anything you text, I will post. I love you, and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. And then we'll go here, and it says, says, send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games. I don't feel threatened, and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. He says, this ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this is war. Now go and get some business. Shit. Hopefully nothing happens to Kanye West, man. I pray. I pray nothing happens to Kanye, man. You know, people that are outspoken like this, we've seen in the past with history, a lot of bad things usually happen. Look at even Tupac. Tupac has said some things that powerful people, and then, you know, unfortunate things have happened after. Puff says, as soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. He says, N-word, F you fed. Yeah, this ain't good, man. Hit that like button, man. Maybe Ye just pressed people's buttons. Ye is tripping. That's what Steven says. It says here. Sean says, Ye first time liked my post comment, my Instagram. Oh, wow. That's cool. Nobody's scared of Boozy. He thinks like he thinks they are. Oh, yeah, Boozy. Boozy said some shit like, hey, you know, paint your face. He said something about, you know, you saying all that shit, go dye your face or some shit. He says some shit like that tonight. I thought Diddy was about love. I never knew of Diddy about love, but, you know. Gotta pray for Ye, regardless. Yeah, 100%. Keep that chat active if you want to keep rocking, too, please. MTV Celebrity Deathmatch 2022, Kanye West versus Diddy. Remember that? Celebrity Deathmatch? Man, that's a throwback. I mean, it's crazy, man. This is what's interesting, what he wrote right here, Kanye. He wrote, this is why I'm a leader. I just made both of the guys my security. He goes, because anything happens to me, y'all the top suspects. I'm going to be selling my White Lives Matter tee later today. Are you going to buy a White Lives Matter Kanye West t-shirt if they do release today? I'm curious to hear your opinions. Are you guys going to go ahead and purchase that today? Or no? I'm not wearing that t-shirt. He says, no, keep those Yeezys. Keep those Yeezys. Yeah, I'm not wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. I'm not wearing any kind of shirt like, you know, with those things, because it seems like it's more, it has more to do with not the lives mattering, but it seems to be getting political at times, you know? So I don't want to have a part of that. I think that everyone's lives is super important. And I do think that Black lives are dealing with a lot of bullshit at times, for sure, at the same time. You know? So Yeezy will have mad resale value. You'll be a fool to toss them in the garbage. Oh yeah. Well, you know, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that White Lives Matter t-shirt becomes a collector's item because of the controversy. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I think it's a controversial t-shirt, right? And stuff like that, especially attached to Kanye West, becomes valuable as far as monetizing shit for the resellers out there, right? Says, I'm not buying that. But yeah, just curious to know if anyone's interested in buying it. Do you guys feel that Diddy was threatening him on the DM? Do you think that Kanye West is a sucker for posting it publicly, or smart to actually protect his well-being if that was coming as a threat, like factually coming as a threat toward Kanye West. Curious to know your opinions. Hit the like button, share this, interact. If the chat stops moving, I stop grooving and I break out of here. Buying it and marking out white and writing black. Okay. I was just thinking how you do that because it's on a black tee. So how would you do that? Or is it on a white tee? That would look crazy though. If you crossed out the white on the White Lives Matter tee and wrote black. Because it's like you're crossing out that white lives don't matter. Right or no? It's so tricky. This whole shit is so political. I mean, you know, as I said, it's terrible what's going on, man. These police be fucking with African Americans, black people for the longest, man. Look at the Rodney King shit, and they got away with that. That was the craziest shit that they got away with it, you know? So, this shit is crazy. I wish we lived in a world where we didn't have to deal with this type of shit, where people just had love toward each other and there wasn't hate like this still. You'd think after all the years, people would evolve, but it just seems like it just is never evolving, where we're all just not looking at each other as, well, I don't look at people like that, but there are a lot of people that still look at people and judge people by the color of their skin and not the way they act, the way they present themselves, you know? That's how people need to judge people, not by the color of their skin, but how they are as a person, right? But still, 2022, we're still dealing with this shit. The world is cruel. Yes, it is. It's a cruel world, and it's sad because, I mean, look, people are arguing over T-shirts that say White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Some people are pissed off when people say all lives matter. I understand why people get pissed off at the shirts that say all lives matter, White Lives Matter, because from what I've heard people explain is that, you know, African Americans are dealing with a lot of bullshit, you know, especially with the police killing black people. So, you know, that's why there's the Black Lives Matter T-shirts to put that out there, that Black Lives Matter. You know, they this needs to stop. But then you have other heads that defend all lives matter because they say, well, you know, white people and other races get killed by the cops just as much. And they've put out like facts on that, like a breakdown of it. I mean, whatever the case is, man, no matter what color you are, all lives do matter. That's true. But the Black Lives Matter is a stance against black folks getting killed out there. So by coming with something different, a lot of people are taking it against that. They're saying, well, you know, what do you guys are trying to take away from this movement of Black Lives Matter? You know what I mean? So that's why people get offended by the White Lives Matter shirts and the All Lives Matter shirts, because I think heads are like, yo, you're taking away from this movement of promoting stopping the violence with black lives, you know? So if it's like if I'm promoting one thing and then you guys are saying something else that's opposite of what I'm doing, and I'm trying to put out a movement and you're promoting something similar, the similar saying, for it's like you're kind of saying, no, motherfucker, black lives don't no, motherfucker, white lives matter, black lives matter, all lives matter. But what came out first was Black Lives Matter, promoting stopping violence to African Americans. So by putting out White Lives Matter after is kind of just, people are taking it as a jab toward that, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I like to look at all different angles. And if anyone wants to defend the other angles while I'm live, please do so. I'm very open-minded. I'm a free thinker. And if you have any thoughts on what I just said, please share it in the chat and in the description box. It says we need to work together and not against each other. Facts, 100%, man. Says it's a lot of ignorance, he says. I don't know if what I said made any sense. Did what I say make any sense at all or not really? I'm trying to figure out why people get offended when I see people get offended. And that's why I think people get offended by the White Lives Matter, is because of that. That the fact is, it started with Black Lives Matter because you were seeing like people like what was his name? I think Eric Gardner, which to me, he was the one that bothered me the most of getting killed by the cops. I'm pretty sure his name was Eric Gardner, where he got choked out. I think it was in New Jersey. He got killed and he was just selling loosies. For people that don't know what that is, it's what we call like cigarettes, loosies that they sell. And you'll see people selling them fucking in front of a bodega and shit like that. They'll sell loose cigarettes. Like, the man couldn't breathe. He said he can't breathe. And this fucking like egotistical cop choked the shit out of him and killed him. And he was literally saying that he can't breathe. I'm pretty sure he did. And it was a horrible video. And there were so many people there watching, and that's really what's disturbing, is that like, if you see a motherfucker that look like he's saying he can't breathe, he's dying, and there's mad people watching it, and no one's gonna try to stop it, like, it bugs me out, you know? Like, it just bugs me out, you know? I mean, yeah, you could say, well, if you're a pedestrian, you could risk your life stopping it. But how can you just sit there and watch someone die at the same time? I could never do that. It was in Staten Island. That's where it was, Staten Island. Like, if I see someone getting fucking choked to death, I'm going to try to stop it physically. I'm not the Hulk. I'm not a damn UFC fighter. I'm not Brock Lesnar, but I'm not just going to stand there and film the shit. I'm going to go and try to do something. If I got to run up and just fucking spear one of the fucking cops on the ground just to stop it, at least maybe my man could get some air, you know? I mean, it's like crazy where we are in this day and age. Like, people are just watching people getting killed, you know? I thought that was the worst one out of all of them. That was the worst one out of all of them. I mean, they're all bad. But I've seen the other ones, and there's been little evidence where people could defend it. But I didn't see anything that you could really say about it, you know? Like, I've seen other ones where they look like they were really fucked up, like on drugs. There's been reasons, but there's still no excuse for an officer to kill a human being. So, you know, they're trained, they're paid to risk their lives, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, even if dude was on drugs, it don't give you the right to freaking suffocate a man on the fucking ground. Like, it's crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. But yeah, so I mean, there's been a lot going on, you know. But we've been seeing this since the worst thing ever was Rodney King. That was the worst thing ever. That's why motherfuckers went crazy and burnt down the damn city. Because that shit was blatantly obvious. Poor Rodney King. Rest in peace to Rodney King, too, man. They beat the fuck out of him, bro. That was foul, bro. That was really messed up, man. You know? He said F Diddy, a.k.a. love, quote unquote. Long live Kevin Samuel's passport, bros. Yeah, that was some controversial stuff, too, with him. We covered that, too, that video. But, yeah, man, let me know your thoughts if you want to continue rocking. Don't forget, we have Super Chat. If anyone wants to show that Super Chat love, PayPal, Cash App. Follow my social media if there's anything you ever want me to speak about. But yeah, I mean, having Diddy in the DMs like that is wild, you know. And I think Kanye's smart for posting that publicly, just so people know what's going on. God forbid something does happen to him. Not saying Diddy's gonna do anything to him, but you know, if someone tells me, "Yo, give me your address," to me that seems a little aggressive. Or am I wrong? Sean, if me and you aren't seeing eye to eye, excuse me, if me and you aren't seeing eye to eye, and then I tell you, yo, I'm coming to your town and give me your address, are you not going to have your guard up about that? If I tell you I'm coming to your place, give me your address. I mean, I know I would be. I would be. Yeah, he's just dividing his fan base more. I think people are gonna rock with Kanye regardless. I think people would have stopped messing with Kanye a long time ago. The ones that are like the lefts, the lefties, they're still rocking with Kanye. They say they hate Kanye, they're listening to his music, they're watching all of his videos, they're buying all of his clothes still. Everyone that's into Kanye stuff is gonna continue to rock with Kanye. You know, he wore the MAGA hat, people still buying all of his shit. And people hate that Magna hat, right? So depends on the person. It's Diddy. If it's Diddy, what he going to do? Look. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see, man. Hopefully everything's good. But I just wanted to have a quick conversation with you all. We got the battle tonight on the Sneaker Addict at 7:30 p.m. The sneaker battle at the Sneaker Addict at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be something special. And if I love doing these kind of conversation videos, I think it's fun to do. Just to like kind of brainstorm with people what people are thinking. Continue it in the comment section. Let me know how you feeling, man. I want to know how you feeling. There's no wrong vibes. As long as you'll come with hate, you know, then we have an issue. What did he say here? A says Kanye a clown and he gonna get and he gonna and he gonna soon get what his hands called for. Okay. So Ace Shabazz is not feeling Kanye West. He calls him Kanye. Kanye. I haven't heard that one yet. So Ace, what would you like for Kanye West? If you don't mind. What would you like for Kanye West? You don't have to answer that, but if you'd like to, please do. Do you want to see Kanye West harmed? Because of what? Because of the t-shirt he wore? I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments how you really feel, everyone, about Kanye West. I'm curious to know. Sean says, why would you call him that? I didn't call him that. I'm just reading what he wrote. He wrote Kanye a clown. I'm just reading what he wrote. Yeah, I don't agree with that, Michael, either. No one deserves to get hurt. The problem is that unless you think exactly like someone else, there's a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people just can't express their thoughts without repercussions. If you don't like Kanye West, don't listen to him. Don't like his shit. Don't talk about him. Because once you start talking about him, you're promoting him and you're spreading out his messages. You understand? But people want to talk about him because they like him. Everyone want to understand, yeah, just listen to him and you'll understand his message. But people are so quick and they take everything for face value, you know. He says that's a racial slur. Yes, what he said about Kanye, this guy, where is he? This guy here, yes. 100%. Facts. Yeah, man. People can't let people want freedom of speech unless it has to do with something they're not agreeing with, you know? Then they want to mute people. Real talk. That's when they want to mute people. When it's some shit that you don't want to hear. Solomon says Kanye West will always be my favorite. A says you don't have to belittle black people to uplift your brand. So you're saying that, okay, so I'm just trying to gather what you're saying. And if anyone would like to call up, feel free to. Actually, I'll put a link in the chat. Because when the chat's moving, I'm grooving. I like hearing people's opinion. I think it's amazing how we can all just connect and talk. So you're saying that the Black Lives, this is what I'm taking by reading your message, and then you can tell me what you think. The White Lives Matter shirt was belittling black people and uplifting his brand. Is that what you're saying, Ace Shabazz? Correct me if I'm wrong or right. You know, let me know how you feeling. What I take from you saying in this comment right here is that you're saying that the White Lives Matter shirt was belittling black people, and it's his brand, so that's where you're getting at. Let's see what's wrong. Everyone has flaws and say dumb shit, but let him own his shit. Okay. Michael says I'd be pissed too if all these big corporations were stealing my ideas and designs, not being compensated for it. Okay. I want to see his stories too, because sometimes he be posting shit on his stories. Oh, he has. Okay, that's with his old man. White Lives Matter. That's the t-shirt. Oh shit. So that's Mos Def wearing the White Lives Matter t-shirt too. And who's the other guy? Yeah, that's Mos Def wearing the White Lives Matter tee. What's that say? BML officer. He got like someone in boots, high boots. Good afternoon, Henry. Good afternoon. Exactly, Naro. Damn, Mos Def back getting crazy. Yeah, so that was Mos Def back in the movement too, you know. So you know, yo, I have people I know that say the Black Lives Matter shit, and they're black people. They're and they're, you know, they tell me there's a whole different side of that where it's like a business and it's like kind of like a scam or something. This is what people have told me. This is not factual, so they don't even support that shit. They say that a lot of people are just it's a tricky thing because there's like a business side of it, and then there's the actual, you know, the saying that a lot of us believe, and including myself, that Black Lives Matter. Black lives do matter. Shit, you know. But there's also like a business side of thing where the money's being fundraised, but where is this money going? I gotta look more into it. I can't speak about shit I don't really know 100% about. But my dude's very smart who was telling me about this, man. We were hanging out smoking a couple of weeks ago, and he was breaking it all down, him and his homie, with a few of us, how the shit is just like kind of like a money making thing, and where's all this money that's being raised? Where is it going exactly? He was saying, and he was breaking down all types. So you may want to do some research on that shit, because I don't like speaking about stuff I don't know factually about it all. He said, I hate the business side of it. They buy in mansions. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, kind of? Says, yeah, it's controversial, and I'm pretty sure he didn't intend on offending people with the shirt. He says they bought a $2 to $3 million. They bought a $2 to $3 million mansions. If I'm not mistaken. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have some facts you want to dig up, please feel free to post it. But yeah, I've heard a few things about that. But curious to hear, are you guys gonna buy this White Lives Matter T-shirt that Kanye West is putting out? He told Diddy this shirt's coming out today, like it or not. So people are gonna buy the shirt. People are gonna wear the shirt, and not just white people. All races are gonna be wearing this Kanye West shirt because all races love Kanye West. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, heads fuck with Kanye West. So people are gonna buy it. And a lot of people are not going to buy it. They're going to say F Kanye West. F what he's talking about. This mother F we're always going too far with his shit. He pissed a lot of people off about that slavery statement he said a while ago. It was like 3 years ago, I think. When he said something like, I'm paraphrasing, something like slavery was a choice or some shit like that. Suburban white kids going to wear it. I think you're gonna see all types of people wearing it, bro. Real talk. You're gonna see all types of heads wearing it from all different walks of life, man. Don't think that black folks ain't fucking with Kanye West with what he's saying. I'm telling you, they are. It's not just white people that are just like White Lives Matter and they see the shirt, and some may be like, yeah, White Lives Matter. Dude, it's I guarantee you're gonna see all races wearing his shit. Shout out to Westside Gun, man. He sent me these shirts today, man. Thank you, Westside Gun. This was really nice of you, bro. Real nice of you. God, baby. Love. Yeah, it was a nice present. I was very surprised about this. So thank you, Westside Gun. Was not expecting it. He also sent me this shirt too, Westside Gun. Thank you so much. Really good people right there. I really do appreciate that. Real talk. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom! What's good? So yeah, man. Well, hopefully everything with Diddy and Kanye works out. He was saying basically modern day slavery is a mindset. That's what Shauna said. Okay. Woo. Those are dope. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Westside Gun. Yeah, I got this joint too, Westside Gun. Michael Jordan with the eye, third eye. So, yeah, I mean, Kanye's always going to speak his mind. I caught a little bit of that interview. He was talking about, like, with Trump and shit, like, how he liked Trump. And, like, man, people were saying for him not to wear that hat. And a lot of people were saying this, that, and the third. It's not safe for him to do that. And he was basically like, I like him. I'm going to wear his shit. And that's the thing. Like, we need to stop being fearful for, like, what people around us are going to think of us if it's something we like. Like, we shouldn't be forced to think and feel a certain way because majority rules. And if you don't feel the same as the majority, then you're not free. Your mind ain't free. Like, you're basically fucking locked up because you feel like because majority of your surrounding is thinking a certain way that you have to. So if Kanye wants to wear that damn red hat and loves Trump, then fucking let the motherfucker like Trump. Just because you don't like him doesn't mean that he's got to be. You have to fucking stone his ass for Christ's sakes. That's just my opinion, man. I'm all about free thinking, man. And not everyone's going to think the same as you. And that's what the world nowadays like is. Like, people want everyone to be cookie cuttered, you know? Everyone wants everyone to fucking look and think the same or they're fucking whack, you know? You don't have to agree with someone because they don't think the same as you. Shit. You like Trump, you don't like Trump, well, fuck it. At the end of the day, how is that affecting your life? You like his music though, right? You like his sneakers. So fuck with him, but you don't agree with him on that shit. The White Lives Matter shit, I can understand why folks could get really offended by that shit. I understand that. I do understand that. As I was saying, that movement came first, and then this movement comes after. It's kind of rebuttaling and a comeback to the Black Lives Matter. So people could take it as an insult, you know. I understand that totally. It makes sense to me. That makes sense to me why people could be upset. But like, I mean, shit. Kanye West don't think when he speaks. Sometimes I feel like he like freestyles. You ever hear people freestyle and they don't make no fucking sense sometimes, and then they catch it and they start saying crazy shit? No, I didn't hear Joe Budden's take. I need to though. What did Joe Budden say? Can you break it down quickly or no? Joe Budden's a very intelligent motherfucker. He's very smart. I actually really do got a lot of love and respect for Joe Budden's. I enjoy what he says. I understand him most of the time. I'd say 99% of the time. He is a free thinker, which I love. And I do appreciate Joe Budden's content. Not everyone likes him. He's an acquired taste. I fuck with him, though. That's 100%. Look up Biden racist. You would be shocked by the shit he said. That motherfucker's crazy. I don't know how come people voted his ass to be president. I understand if you're a Democrat, you got to vote Democrat, right? Even though that's complete gang mentality. It's like hiring fucking the asshole shithead that doesn't know nothing about the job, but hired him because he lived in your neighborhood or some shit like that. Like, you be supposed to be voting for who's gonna do the job better, man. This motherfucker Joe Biden, man, I seen he was walking on a path, like on the sidewalk, and the Secret Service people were trying to tell him to keep going, to turn left or right. They're like, turn right, turn right, turn right, and he just kept walking straight into some fucking bushes, bro. The man is shot, B. He's shot, bro. Dude, we are so screwed right now. We are so screwed. People just hate that dude Trump, though, bro. I think some people hate him and they have, like, legitimate reasons. But there's a lot of people I don't think have legitimate reasons. They just be like, oh, I hate him. Look at him. Just look at him. I mean, shit. If you give me a legitimate reason why you hate him, then I understand what you're saying. But you can't just tell me, well, look at him. It's wild, man. Trump was crazy, bro. I'm not saying Trump was fucking not crazy. He's crazy. One thing about Trump, though, versus Biden, at least we got everything. He played with his cards open face on the table. We got no clue what's going on in America now with Biden. He never speaks. When he does, half the time, we don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Like, it's scary, bro. At least this guy, you knew he was fucking. They're all crazy, these politicians. But Donald Trump was like Kanye West on a Valium. Like, he was like a calm down Kanye, because they both were just are spitting shit out of their mouth constantly, tongue, and they don't think before they speak. So sometimes the shit they be saying is so crazy, you know? And then if they don't explain it, then it's just complete craziness. Sometimes after they explain it, it's still craziness. But sometimes they explain it, like Kanye explains something, you're like, you know what? That kind of makes fucking sense now. But when Kanye speaks, it's like there's layers to the shit sometimes, you know? And the shoes are a scam, not the music. I picked a good time last week to sell my dead stock Yeezys to buy some heat. Okay. He says Trump is a New Yorker. That's his mentality. Yeah, I mean, look, New Yorkers, we just shoot from the hip all the time. We're constantly talking and talking and talking. Look at me. I was planning on going live for 10 minutes. I'm on here for 45 minutes. I'm about to get up out of here, too. Last call for super chats. If y'all want to keep rocking, send some shit. If not, we're going to get up out of here in a minute because we got the battle tonight. But, man, we'll see what goes down. Let me refresh Kanye shit, see if he posts anything new. Because he may have, right? And please, please, please hit that like button, if you would. Yeah, so it's all the same shit still. Unless there's something in the stories. I'll check his stories real quick. What is this with Kansas Owens?
IRS filing. They collected $80 million.
Damn.
Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
People be hating her too, like a mother. It says white lives matter. The V is in black. Is the V supposed to be for Virgil? Maybe. And then the picture in the front is like the Pope or some shit. I don't know. What is this BML officer? What is this supposed to be? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe that's a t-shirt? Kanye be on some other shit, man. Waiting for the Brown Lives Matter now. Brown Lives Matter. Red Lives Matter. Orange Lives Matter. Look, the Black Lives Matter came out to stop black violence. So when someone puts out a White Lives Matter t-shirt, it's going to offend people because it's almost like you're like kind of saying white lives matter, you know? And white lives do matter. Every life matters, yes. But the whole Black Lives Matter thing was to focus on African Americans getting fucking killed by the police without their lives being threatened. Now, if anyone goes and pulls a gun out on a cop or pulls a gun out on someone and it's dangerous on that person, I mean, officers got to do what they got to do to protect that person. But if someone's getting shot in the back and choked out to death because he was selling loose cigarettes or something, that's not right, bro. Shit ain't right, man. That shit is not right. Sean says that Kanye is testing his influence with outrage shit to see if anyone buys it. They're going to buy you. That shirt's going to sell out today, bro. I'm telling you, if it actually does release, that's selling out. I promise you. I promise you. But, yo, we're going to get up out of here. I got to go do some errands. I'll see you guys at 7:30 on the Sneaker Addict. If you enjoyed the show, always feel free to send the donations to the PayPal and the Cash App. I'm sure this video will be demonetized because it's fucking controversial. Facebook, PayPal, Twitter, Instagram, follow all of that. And thank you guys for watching. I'm glad we got a little bit of an audience. And watch the new Sneaker Addict videos. Go get your ass over to youtube.com/Sneaker Addict. Check those out. Love y'all. Have a good night, good afternoon. And guys, let's just spread love, man. Let's just spread love, man. Try to be nice to people. Try to be try to say, just be nice to a motherfucker, man, no matter what race they are. Just let's all be nice to each other, you know, show love. Keep on rocking in the free world and do. Shout out to Nara Ward. Love you. We out.